reached the voicemail box of...
Nigga, you don't fucking gotta ignore me. I know you getting to some money, but stop fucking playing with me before I fucking showed up your spot. Call me the fuck back. I'm not playing with you. Call me back, man. For real, for real. This shit, you getting real corny on this shit. Call me back. I miss you. Call me back. Call me back.
I know you sick of me, trying to get to me. That's why you banging my line.
You know what it is, man. It's your boy Piff. I'm in the building today with a special guest. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna just get right into it.
Yeah, it's Ooey Bananas from Numarx Entertainment.
Sleazy Savage, Numarx Entertainment, Savage Gang, Homie Gang, Catch a Body Gang.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Piffy Trilliums. I'm in the building today with two special guests. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we're just gonna get right into it.
Yeah, it's Ooey Bananas from Numarx Entertainment.
Sleazy Savage, Numarx Entertainment, Savage Gang, Homie Gang, Catch a Body Gang. You know how we rockin'.
Now, for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, she nominated for the Rock Awards and all that. So we gonna start it off with that, cause that's what caught my attention and all that.
Hashtag Vote Bananas for Female Hip Hop Artist of the Year at rockawards.com. So ROCawards.com. Vote Ooey Bananas Best Female Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
So for people that don't know what that is, like, explain that a little bit. Like, explain how that process came along for you. Because this is my first time hearing about the Rochester Awards.
Well, I mean, the Rock Awards, this their 7th year.
Okay.
I got nominated one time before.
Okay.
Then I got nominated this year, which was unexpected, but definitely earned. So.
And I voted too.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It feel good.
So now I want you to explain to them. Just take them back to the beginning, because for those that don't know, like, you're new to the show, so it's like a introduction to everybody who don't know you. So just explain first before you get into you. Like, explain the name, how you came up with that name, Numarx Entertainment, and explain what that means.
With Numarx Entertainment was something that was already established, and Babel. He came to me, he's like, yo, I got a studio, what's up? I'm looking for an artist. And I'm like, well, I know how to handle everything. I can run sessions, I can, whatever. So that's how we linked up on that. And I brought Brody on a couple months after that. We done already had ourselves established. I did a couple shows in Buffalo with ID.
Shout out ID Rich, you already East Coast Connect
East
and all
Coast
that.
Connect. So we brought Bro on, and then it just really took off from there. Like,
it goes on.
Well, shit, where I stand on that is, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I had got caught up in some shit, so I was locked up when I came home. You know what I'm saying? It was like, this shit was already in motion. Like, I came home, did the showcases as we was talking about, you know what I'm saying? And we took off running from there and shit, so this shit was new to me when I touched down. You know what I'm saying? Sis already had her foot in the door, so.
Now, this a question for both of y'all, and this will start off, because I want to hear it from both of y'all. But what made you want to rap? Like, what was it? You heard a song you had, what made you know, like, I could do this? So it's a two-part question, actually.
Well, I wrote my first rap because my mom and boyfriend told me to.
All right.
I'll never forget, we was listening to Ja Rule, Veni Vedi Veci. We were listening to that album, and I'm in the living room with him, and he's like, you ever tried rapping? And I'm like, no. And he was like, well, go to your room and write a rap. And, yo, swear to God. And then it took off from there. I was 9 years old. Took off from there. People back in elementary school would tell you I was rapping. Like, I've been rapping since elementary school, so.
So what? Same question for you.
Well, for me, it was a little different. Like, I used to, like, recite song lyrics and shit as a kid, you know what I'm saying? My father, this nigga, he's, I respect him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He already been around, he did his thing, so, but he used to force me. It started with Wu-Tang.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? What he did was, he'd make me learn that song, and then he'd go get the instrumental.
Okay.
Then I gotta learn the song, and he'll record me like this, rapping the song over the instrumental, and then I got a week to come up with my own lyrics. You feel me? As a kid, 7, 8 years old, bro. Like,
That's dope.
so it was. I actually despised it at first, and what made me feel like I could do it is I used to freestyle, lunch table, do the grinding beat, you know, battling and all that, talking
That's
my
where it
shit.
started. That's where it started at. That's what's up. That's
yeah.
that essence right there.
Yeah.
They don't do that now. They don't
Like,
do that now.
right, everybody ain't know that I rap, so anytime I spit something or I hop in the cypher, niggas like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, you going crazy.
yeah, niggas like, you need to get on that. And I ain't really, I've been to a couple booths. I ain't really start recording until we started fucking around, you know, like a couple years ago. Like,
Yeah, we've been on this music shit since like
it's been like 5 years at this point.
yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
She really got me in the booth though, like,
Yeah.
actually
So
sitting down writing songs.
right. So you I want you to tell him like what was that for you? Like he answered it. I ain't really hear your answer, or maybe I missed it. So what was it for you that was like, yo, I could do this shit? Or I'm better than, however you feel, like I'm better than these bitches, however you
I
feel.
mean, I was known as the rap girl in elementary school. Like the kids used to run up to me and be like, "Hey, Busy," that's what I used to go by in elementary school.
Yeah.
Like, "Hey, Busy, can you rap for us?" And then I'll kick them a little rhyme. I can't even tell you what the fuck I was spitting about then.
Oh, I was about to ask that too. I was about to
can't
put you on
even
the
tell
spot.
you.
Like, well, yo, what's the first rap? I was about to go in.
Yo,
I don't know. That
My
9
first
years
shit-
old. That shit, some years ago, man.
my first
You
rap as a
remember your first
teenager, nigga, I spit it like
Let's go ahead.
it was like,
you
yo,
remember your first shit.
Green City, money in your business, we coming to get you. Them bullets that hit you with click, clack, dumping, I ditch you. Gun in your lip, it's time to dismiss you. And if these niggas going snitches, be your motherfucking issue was nothing. Run up on you and let that chopper hit you. Hold on, I was like 14, bruh. Right into the fucking Work Magic Lloyd Banks beat, bro. I remember that shit
Now,
vividly.
tell them what year that was. Tell them what year that was. This
Woo, that was like
2020.
2004, bruh. Like
Okay.
2003,
Yeah.
like, it, yeah.
Yeah,
That was the first shit I wrote down on paper in my room. I was on punishment. You feel me? Like, I remember that day, bro. Like,
What's the first, both of y'all? What's the first song, your first rap song you remember?
DMX.
Word for word.
Oh, word for word.
Like the first song I heard, like,
Oh.
boom, that first song I remember that because I want to hear that over and over and over again.
Shit, I was like 7 or 8 listening to DMX, so I wasn't even allowed to say half the shit this nigga was talking about. So like memorize would be like years later, like
Yeah.
middle school type shit. It had to be Dipset, as a matter of fact. Yo, I was a big
You
Dipset.
already.
Oh,
Yo,
I don't
Diplomatic
know,
Immunity.
That's a
Oh
classic.
my
Fuck,
god.
It's a classic.
The dun dun dun, I'm gonna ride. Yo, that was my shit. Oh nah, that's fucking
Nah,
Lloyd
that's
Banks. That's
yeah.
Lloyd Banks. Nah, they had this shit. I can't even tell you right now. Give me 2
real
seconds.
shit. Like, my first artist I could remembering a whole song would be Jadakiss. And then it graduated to 50. You know what I'm saying? And then all this new age shit came out. So shit got real weird from the era that I came up in, the style of music, you know what I'm saying? So I try to incorporate that same grittiness, that same hunger into the shit that they want to hear.
Right.
So that's why I feel like this shit I'm doing now is popping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got some shit that you feel dear in your heart and you hold that and you put that with something that pleases the people, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a different genre, a different
Now,
approach.
that not to cut you off, but that lead me into the next question I was going to ask, especially for Uwe. Like, what makes you what type of music would you classify your music like? You know what I mean? What's your lane? Everybody got their own lane. You know what I'm saying? My music is this. My music is this. Everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm still experimenting with my music in the sense that I'm doing this trap shit. I can drop bars. I can do this R&B shit. Like, I'm still in that point where I'm still playing with everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I don't have a specific lane, but I definitely hold myself down whenever I put pen to paper. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. I hear what's going on. That's a fact. That's a fact. So explain that to them. How important is that to you? Work ethic wise, for an artist to put that work in, because I mean, you get in what you. You know
I mean, bro would tell you like every fucking day, like, yo, we about the musica today. What's up? We going upstairs. Let's go. That's me every day. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I definitely feel like you have to have that work ethic in order to start saying shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and you heard it. We got mad shit.
Right. That's what I was about to ask him. So, what made you said she got you in the booth. So, what made you want to continue to do this music with her? Like, what made you like, yo, let's do this today. Let's do this.
You know, that's funny because she we did the what was that?
Glory of Buddy.
Nah, not Glory and Money. Hard to Be Humble.
Nah, I had already laid down Hard to Be Humble.
Yeah.
I had 2 verses on it, and the song was done, but he heard it. He's like, yo, I got to hop on the remix. You got to let me do a verse.
And what was the name of it?
Hard to Be Humble.
Okay. And you did that when? How long ago you did that?
That was like 14, 15,
2014, 2015. Yeah.
About 4 or 5 joints ago.
Yeah, definitely.
So what made you take it serious though? Like, what lead me up to this nomination? Cause everybody don't get nominated. That mean you different from everybody else. So lead me to that. Like how you get in that lane? Like what happened?
Bro, I'm telling you, like I did not expect to get nominated simply because most of everything that we did last year, was out of Rochester. We were in Buff, we're in Miami, we're in Phoenix, we was in LA, we was in New York, in Queens. You know what I'm saying? We was a little bit of everywhere last year. So when I got the nomination, like, I'm surprised because I didn't do anything in Rochester.
But it don't matter. You never know who watching
that.
you.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I understand that now that, you know, I've been nominated, but I was just in my zone, like.
They was paying attention to your grind some way, somehow.
Somebody did. Somebody was.
And that's why I
a
always
lot
tell
of people
artists
was.
that you never know who watching you.
Swear to God.
You got to perform in front of 2 like you would perform in front of 200. So if you got a show and nobody, you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole fact.
But I see a lot of artists that can't do that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, explain that to them. Like, you know, because some art, like, I'm going to tell you what I seen. Like, I've been on an open mic, that type of circuit and shit like that. So I seen artists that's starting. I seen artists that's a little established. Then I seen, you know, major type niggas and shit like that. Throughout seeing all that type of shit, I see a different every time. I feel if you were an artist, you should be every time. I'm tunnel vision. This is what I came to do. But if that crowd don't show up, you're not gonna give it 100%. And I seen this. But then I seen when the crowd was there and you perform again. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of shit that play into that because we had shows that we hopped off the stage and signed autographs. And we had shows
literal autographs.
like that ass handing our mixtape out, bitches on our dick. Our shorties mad at the end of the night. You feel me? And it's been nights where we wasn't so niggas jet lag. We've been traveling like a motherfucker. We get there tired as a bitch, so we didn't give it our all. So it's not like it could be that, but it's different shit that play into it. Because nobody's perfect, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had them type of nights. It's all about how focused you are.
Right. Now, what keep you focused? Both of y'all. You first. What keep you focused to do a show if nobody show up? What's gonna keep your energy up to do that show anyway?
Well, I still do I still give the show 100%,
Right.
simply because of who I'm dealing with. I'm obviously there for a promoter, so I'm still gonna be there to represent that promoter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they got me in their event to maintain that working relationship.
All right. So, for a performance, like, you know, how you prepare for that? Cause that's different. Like, you know, you doing, you know, that's different. So, what's your process of preparing for a show?
I try to make my day as easy as possible.
Okay.
Like, the goal is to relax. So, you know, I don't have any tension on the stage. That's really my goal, is to have a relaxing day,
Right.
the day of.
Now, when you about to hit the stage, what's that feeling like? I know it's showtime. I know this my show tonight. I'm the, you know, this my shit.
I mean, I'm really surveying the crowd
Mm-hmm.
up until the point where I say my first word on stage. Trying to pick up on their vibe so I know how to come off to grab their attention. So,
And what's the energy you looking for to set your tone and what you want to do?
I
Or
mean,
is you gonna
it
set
be
your tone
different.
either way?
Crowds be different. Like,
Mm-hmm. Definitely. That's why I say is you gonna set your tone either, because some crowds you gotta rock out. You just gotta do you anyway.
oh yeah, definitely.
You know what
I mean, they always end up rocking out. So
Mm-hmm.
we do a good job of picking up on that vibe.
Explain traveling. Explain how important that is as an artist to go to different cities and showcase your talent and showcase your music. Explain that.
Go ahead, bro.
So I mean, that gives you national exposure. It gives you more exposure than just the town.
Right.
I mean, and these hard-earned dollars being put into that, so is inevitable if you plan on going anywhere, first and foremost.
Right.
And it's something that gets your music known, and when you working on getting paid for your music, it gives you more sources and more people who know where to find your music.
Mm-hmm. Build a
So
bigger
it's
fan base.
a social networking thing.
Mm-hmm. How important is that to an artist? Because some niggas don't travel. Some niggas don't get outside their city.
It's detrimental. Like you're not really gonna go nowhere if you're not known nowhere.
Yeah, because the chances of you going viral is slim to none. Like,
Absolutely.
there's always those cases, but it's always those cases compared to how many artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you definitely got to put that footwork in.
Mm-hmm. And so, what is it that what explain the drive? Like, what keep you going? Like, you know what I mean? What explain the not only what keep you going, but what's the process of writing a song? You write it down, you just get in the booth, you do it, or you know, explain that to them.
Well, I'm a writer, so
Mm-hmm.
I always listen to the beat, see what type of vibe I get off of that, and go with it, or see what type of. Because most times we be up here mobbing, chilling with, chilling and shit, drinking, and we got beats playing, and then boom, we got a song done at 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
The same question for you.
What's the process of writing the song?
Mm-hmm. Do you write it down, or you just go in there and you just? Because I met a nigga the other day say, "Yo, right, I want to see this."
It's kind of deep for me. I mean, but to sum it up is whatever I feel from the beat. Like the beat talk to me.
Right.
So it's different instruments in the beat that bring out certain shit. So that's what I take. If I don't feel it, I don't write to it.
So, now, you know, y'all did shows, you know, y'all been doing music for a little while and shit like this. You know, what keep y'all together doing shit? Because once you get to a certain point, now you want to break off and do your own thing. You know that time comes.
Well,
so what's
it's more than music, so I think that's what really drives it. That is more than music. It is music and the drive to want to better our situations and our families. You know what I'm saying? And just doing it together, like this whole team is a family.
Right. Yeah, and hold on, explain that too. The Numarx Entertainment, how many in total? What's the game like? What's the explain that whole move? Because I know it's more than just y'all.
That's a question that's not easily answered. That's why we both took that gasp of air when you asked that.
So how many in the music in the you know what I mean?
So
well, it's 5 of us. Is 2 of us. Well, it's the both of us. We're the music. There's 5 main ones. And we're 2 of the 5, and we do music. Then we have 3, because I left the music.
6 of us.
Main niggas.
Main. What's up, Zyla? Me, you, Panda, Heavy.
That's right.
Yeah, because I had to ask that because we heard a whole catalog of music when we came in here, and I heard different people on here, so I already knew what time it was. So explain that. Explain doing features with other artists. Like, what is that like?
What you heard is like some of them other people is ex-artists, ex-members.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they were there, but they not no more. So it's like.
But I still heard some fire. Like I ain't really hear nothing. Definitely
heard
a vibe.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He a main one. He a day one.
But I mean, as far as features, like, just you go at it, man. Like you don't. I mean, we hop on niggas' tracks and smoke them. Not to sound cocky or nothing, but
I'm about to get into that.
like it's fun for me. Like the answer may be different for sis, but it's fun for me.
Yeah.
Like it ain't no.
Now you
pressure
going on this track to kill a nigga that's on the track, or you going?
Nah. It's all fun. It's like.
Cause niggas got different. Some niggas want to kill the track.
But I done
been
in the nigga's studio and he like, yo, bro, you should hop on this, and I hop on this shit, and he like, damn, and something happened to your verse. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Like that shit happens, bro. Like it don't get talked about a lot, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's all. I just want to really see a nigga reaction, like if it's really love or if a nigga just want to feature, but he don't want you to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hop on my track and you burn my shit up like that, nigga, save that. Yeah. You feel me? Like, nigga, we might get popping off that. Yeah. You feel me? Like,
that's the type of time we on.
Lead me into the
We're just trying to get popping. Like, we don't give a fuck.
Which y'all feel gonna take y'all to that next level?
Doing these shows.
Yeah, just working.
It's either doing these shows or writing that $1 million song. It's either or. But either or is gonna get us there, and we gonna be doing it either way.
Just maintain our work ethic, really. That's it. Try to turn it up anytime we can. That's it.
Now, if you win these awards, then what? What change? Do that change, or do it stay the same and I just grind hard? What happened?
I mean, I'm gonna be feeling myself, so that's definitely gonna influence the music. So I'm definitely.
Win or lose, though. This is why I want to hear both sides. Like you gotta take win or lose.
Win or lose, I'm not. I don't know, man. I really feel like I'm gonna take it. Not on no cocky shit, but I just really feel like I'm gonna take it.
I mean, win, lose, or draw, it still put a spotlight on you. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the whole fact. Yeah.
Like it's niggas who been in the town rapping for years. You feel me? And niggas is known. Niggas done had a couple deals thrown their way. You know what I'm saying? But niggas didn't win the Rock Award. They was nominated, and motherfuckers started knowing them. So it happens. But in the same sense, regardless of what, it's a certain attention you're gonna get just from being nominated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And especially if you win that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, okay, not only was she nominated, but she won this award, and she's still putting out fire music. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's definitely dope. I'm definitely trying to be in the building for that. That's definitely dope, man. That's something that's different. Like, you know what I mean? I interview a lot of people and shit like that. I don't really hear that too much. That's not a common thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's different. Like, so salute to you for that. Like, and you definitely, you know, put in your work into to get that. You know what I mean? So definitely salute to you. Like, you know, usually what I do, I put niggas on the spot. I don't let y'all wait. If you want to go first, I'll let you go first, and then, yeah, we do it like that. So one of y'all want to go first.
with some bars.
Yeah, we just go right in. They just go right in. You go,
Okay,
she
I
go,
said,
she
hey,
go,
yo,
you go, however.
My savages, they catching bodies, man. We on that homie gang. Put you on the newspaper. All we want is blue faces. Damn, my pockets 2 braces. All my niggas stand up. We used to play them damn cuts. Now we got our bands up. You ain't gonna use it with that 30 in your pants for. 30 Ruger, stupid. Go mouth shooters out the damn truck. Try me, you gonna lose it. Killers hopping out the van, though. Run up in your band.
So tell me, before we wrap it up, though, like, tell me something about, something about you, like, that nobody know, or nobody would think, like, you know what I mean?
Shit, I don't know.
Like, what's something about Uwe, like, if I'm going to alright, let me say it this way then. If I'm going to a performance, what am I expecting to get out of Uwe?
An experience. That whole time
I'm a fan.
on
I'm a
stage.
fan. I'm coming to your show. Like, you invited me, I came to the show. So what I'm expecting when I come to the show?
You gonna expect to have a good time because we put on a good show. So you could be bored up until that point, which is usually not the case. Like, these shows be rocking out. Like, it'd be like whole mini concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And explain the last show, because that's where I met you at. You know what I mean? Explain the last show too. Like, what was your opinion? Because I get everybody. I kind of did. I think everybody. But what's your opinion of the last show? How you felt about that? How you felt about your performance? How you felt about everything the volume?
I mean, despite technical difficulties, which happens, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this long enough to know shit happens.
Right.
Shit happens with files. Shit happens with sound. Like, shit just happens. But you got to make do with the time that you do end up having.
Right.
And I made enough of an impact for, you know, people to walk up to me afterwards.
Definitely.
You know, saying, oh, that was dope, going back up, because I was supposed to go back up, but, you know what I'm saying?
Tell them where they can get your music, and your social media, whatever you know what I mean?
Well, we Numarx Entertainment, you know, SoundCloud, YouTube, Sleazy Savage if you're looking for me, Woolly Bananas. I'm on Instagram, Sav Living, on Facebook, Jake Vargas on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? So we be everywhere, and you can find us on all types of platforms soon and coming. We about to get that ass cap.
The reason I asked you that is because, like, I be wanting to know, like, where you fit in that, like, what's your role in this? Like, everything a team, like, to make a team, you gotta have different roles, and everybody gotta play their role.
My role in this?
Yeah,
I mean, we all we just brothers in arms, really. You know what I'm saying? We just all trying to be on the same level, and we got the same agenda. So, I mean, I'm gonna go as hard as possible for my people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ride for your people. That's it.
Yeah, Owie, how you feel about that? Like, what's your role in Numarx Entertainment? Because everything, you know, to have a team, like I said, to have a team, everybody got.
I mean, everybody know their role. My role is the artist, the engineer, and the performer. You know what I'm saying? Like that. that's my main job, but we all work together to.
I mean,
We have a well-oiled machine. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like I said, everybody know they role.
like if you want to talk official positions, we're the CEOs of Numarx Music Group. I don't know why they take it down, but
I put the calendar up.
oh, Numarx Music Group.
Right,
So
right.
we the head of that. We deal with the artists that's coming on the label. You know what I'm saying? So if you talking in that sense,
That's yeah. That's more of what.
because there's Numarx Entertainment and there's Numarx Music Group. Numarx
Okay,
Entertainment
yeah.
is more promo.
Okay.
DJ, events.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more what I was leading to. Like, what was the difference, or if it was a difference? Like, yeah, that kind of answered my question. Give me your social media. Tell them where to get your shit. Tell them to vote. You know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean? Tell
hashtag
them all
vote
of that.
bananas. Female hip hop artist of the year at rockawards.com. That's ROC awards.com. Follow us at Numarx Entertainment. That's really where you'll see a lot of me. I have a personal account and I keep that personal. Everything I do under Numarx Entertainment, I post most of the shit under Numarx Entertainment.
Right,
So it's
right.
really me interacting with our followers. So Numarx Entertainment, Facebook, IG, Snapchat, YouTube, Audio Mac, SoundCloud,
That's the all right. So tell them how to spell it. You know what I mean?
Numarx Entertainment, Numarx, Numarx.
You said that's Instagram, everything on all.
Everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. We got a Twitter.
That's a fact. I'm still on Twitter. I just found my password like a month ago, a couple months ago. And, that's crazy. But definitely, like, you already know what it is, man. I told you, like, we come to, we be here. Like, they asked me to pull up. I pulled up. It is what it is. Let them know where we at.
Oh, we in Rochester.
They don't think I be pulling up. That's why I be saying that
Yeah,
shit. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? People die like, that nigga's in Buff. Like,
Nah, we in Rochester right now.
So, anything else you want to tell them? Like, anything else you want to tell them? Like, we still got a couple minutes left. Like,
I mean, shit, yeah, man. Vote bananas, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with us. Numarx everywhere. We heavy that. Look out for that Savage Game mixtape. That new Numarx mixtape, you know what I'm saying? The Sleazy Savage mixtape. A lot of new shit dropped, so we still working.
another thing I wanted to ask you, when you do go into, or when you do make a song, is you making a song just to make the song, or you making a song, every song you make is to perform, or certain songs is to make to perform?
It depends on what's going on. Like if we got shows back to back, everything new, we're gonna try to make it for a show
The
setting.
performance. Okay.
Right. But if we got time in between shows, like over a month on some shit, then that's enough time to knock like 3-4 tracks out.
Right, that's what I was gonna ask back to the work ethic. Like, how would you say in a week, how many joints you would do in a week?
I mean, it really just be
If you
dependent.
had it every day, you
Yeah,
know what
so
I'm
that
saying?
depend on the week.
Yeah,
If you're doing it every day for 7 days.
Every day for 7 days? See, that, I write fast. I write songs. I write a whole song, like hook, verse, and some more shit in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
You feel me? So
The whole
that's
shit, so you writing the whole shit. in 20
whole
minutes.
shit I'm
well,
knocking
my
it out.
process is longer because I'm also the one running the session. So like when he done with his shit, he ready to lay it down. So
Right.
if I'm in the middle writing, I got to stop, lay his shit down. So my process is longer. So I don't produce as much as he does. But
Okay.
production wise, like if hypothetically it was a good week and we went 7 days a week, we'd probably every day that week we'd probably get like at least 6 tracks out.
Okay. In that 7-day period.
Right.
Well, that's what's up. That's work. Explain the engineering part a little bit to him, like, because I'm sure, my camera won't know about that. But explain that, to them. That's another part of, being an artist. Every artist don't do that, and I know that's a process.
Yeah, so you know, engineering is just is tedious.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If you really looking for that industry sound, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to know what your base inputs are gonna be,
Mhm.
and then take it from there.
Right.
And it's all about clarity. So it's all about getting a clear vocal.
What you feel is the way to your fastest way to your fan base? Is it the song? Is it the what you saying? Is it the what's your formula when you come up with that? Like if I'm about to do this tonight, I'm about to do this show, I'm trying to catch this type of attention, I'm doing what song for what reason?
I mean,
Because you got a bunch of joints to choose from, as I can see.
it really just depends on the vibe. Like, we always, like, about 3-4 days before the show, that's when we start discussing, like,
Okay.
what joints we gonna use.
Mhm.
And it just really how we feel, because I could play you our last 5 show sets, and they're all a range of different songs. Some of the songs repeat, but,
Okay.
you know, we have a wide range of songs that we're performing.
So do it depend on the show? Do it depend on where you at, on what the song is
Yeah.
that you're gonna do?
Yeah, like the show in Arizona, we set that session up, like, the night before.
Okay.
Because we went to Phoenix. Well, we went to LA, then we went to Phoenix. So we did that for 2 days before the show. So we had time to catch the vibe.
Right. Right. So you base the song on, the area and going to Arizona, that's different. So, if you was going somewhere else, would you do the same song? Or would you do a different song because it's a different vibe?
I mean, some songs knock no matter where you go.
That's what I'm saying, right?
So
what you saying that, what is that song, what do that consist of that's making that song a banger like that?
I mean, it just really be happening.
Okay.
Like, honestly, Wet is our hottest joint right now, and I didn't think it'd be where it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And why?
Like, I don't know. We did it because it was just fun. Like, the hook, he was just fucking around with the hook.
Yeah.
Just playing.
Yeah,
like,
we just
How
up
you
here
came up
joking
with the
around,
I
and
was,
then
how I came up with the hook
Yeah.
for Wet.
Yeah.
We was up here high, drunk as a bitch, and it got this little country feel to it. So I'm fucking around like
Yeah.
I got that sauce dripping. You know what I'm saying? And the shit stuck. And when we like fuck it, we're right to it. That's the same flow. I just used the same shit that came when I was playing around,
Yeah.
and it turned into a whole song.
a dope song. Like, everybody we show that song
They
to.
fuck
Like,
with it.
swear to God, everybody, every single person.
What's your how important do you feel for an artist? Is it for the social media is the wave, you know what I'm saying? So how important is for you to get your face out there and do that and promote your social media and shit like that?
I mean, it's important. You got to have the time for it. That's why it's a blessing that there's 5 of us that's doing it. That's doing the social media shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing it by yourself, it's definitely hard because people have real lives outside of the music.
Right, absolutely.
People got their 9 to 5s. They can't be on their phone reposting shit.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it's definitely a full-time job. But if this music shit is really something that you want, you gonna do it. Like, I don't want to work a 9 to 5.
Right.
I want to make music and be rich.
So now I guess the $1 million question: what would you rather? Would you rather be independent or would you rather to be signed to a label?
Independent.
And why?
Keep all the money in my pocket is my hard work.
So what's gonna put you over the top from people that sign from a label?
It's all about building a fan base. So if you have your own following, you make it happen. Look at Chance the Rapper, Logic. They got like a solid base following.
Right.
I mean,
And that's why they're able to flow independent.
to be honest, to be independent, you need to be business minded first and foremost, and you gotta have not only fans but investors. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have people who got your back, sponsorships, all kinds of shit, because it's gonna keep the money flowing. You gotta, at that point, you gotta find something in your label that's gonna continue to accumulate currency. Because even if, okay, say I blow tomorrow,
Right.
a candle always loses wick when it's burnt out, bro. So whatever time frame you got going, if you're going independent, you need to have a consistency of artists who's popping. You need to have that beyond just us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that come with that. But independent is definitely the way to go because in the long run, it do keep the money in your pocket if you know what you're doing.
Right.
After the fame and fortune, then what? So if you reach whatever goal it is for you to reach in this, what you doing this music for, then what?
I mean, I'm gonna do this music. I'm gonna get into it for as long as I can, and then while I'm in it, I'm just gonna make good investments. So I'm always rich. Like it's all about. Like I'm trying to buy my grandma a house,
Right.
so she can enjoy her house while she's alive. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So I could give her that and be able to do everything else with myself to set me up. You know, financially. That's really the goal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, same question for you.
What's the question?
Like, if after everything is all said and done, you reach your goal and whatever this is and what you're doing this music for, then what?
I mean, it's longevity. Like, I'm not so much interested in the fame. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit going on, and I got kids. You know what I'm saying? So I want to set the bar for them and lead them something. I want to lead them part of my legacy, so they don't gotta go through the shit I went through to get where I. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yo, I mean, you already know what it is, man. I'm sitting here, Piffy Trilliums, man, in the building, Numarx Entertainment. Vote Ooey Bananas, man. Rock Awards, man. Let them know one more time. Y'all information, social media, all of that. Let them give them that Rock Awards shit. Do your shit.
Hashtag Vote Bananas for Female Hip Hop Artist of the Year at rockawards.com. Follow us everywhere at Numarx Entertainment, NUMARX Entertainment. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everywhere. We there.
Your shit one more time.
Shit, Sleazy Savage, same deal. You know what I'm saying? Numarx Entertainment. Sleazy Savage on the books. I have living on IG. So follow me. You know, definitely make sure you follow the label Numarx Entertainment. Man, we here, we everywhere.
That's a fact, man. Street Journal Online, man. We here, man. Piffy Trilliums, Numarx Entertainment. You already know what it is, man. Salute.
Came up from tragic living. Count up the cash to Benjis. Young nigga had to get it. I get the bag and flip it. I from the baddest bitches. Young nigga had to hit it. Can't get no cash, you trippin'. I'm a young savage nigga. Came up from tragic living. I run up a bag, I'm dumping a pack. Like Kobe, bitch, I got them rags. Get money like G's, your bitch on her knees. She do what I say so. Running your banner like Rambo. Cause chaos and I lay low. Oh, I keep tuning, I spray it.